What is Bigfoot? A myth? A legend? A hoax? Or a real flesh and blood creature? What about the reported sightings of Bigfoot? They can't all be misidentified animals. And how is it that most Native American cultures have stories about Bigfoot? After 2 separate sightings of a Bigfoot type creature, I needed answers. I have now been researching Bigfoot for over 15 years, and I feel that my journey has just begun.
Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight we are at a little campground called Turnipseed in the Talladega National Forest, really about 3 miles from Cheehaw State Park. The reason why we're here tonight is because over the last few years there've been several footprints of a Bigfoot-like creature found, and we're going to check that out tomorrow. We're just calling this right here, we're calling this base camp. Tomorrow we'll be doing a lot of hiking. We're going to be hiking some of the trails, going off the trails a little bit, checking stuff out. But we really wanted to get up here and check that out. Also tonight I will be setting up for a while and listening to the night, see if I hear anything. One thing about this place is 10 o'clock at night, it's supposed to be quiet. And I'm pretty sure it is. But this is a nice little camping ground, just like the other one that we go to, Pine Glen. There is no water, there is no power out here. So you had to bring your own. But we got that taken care of. So we'll be out here tonight, get up in the morning, eat some breakfast, and then go do a couple of the trails. And we will be getting off trail, looking around in other places, but we really wanted to check this little area out because of the footprints that have been found around here. We wanted to come up here and check it out. So that's what we're doing tonight. Okay, everybody, it's about 15 after 9. Camp's done and got quiet. I don't hear nothing from nobody else. That's why I'm in the vehicle. I didn't want to be outside the vehicle making noises and disturbing the quiet. But about 5 minutes ago, I heard the clearest Bigfoot locator call I have heard in a long time. And it was probably about a mile away from here, something like that. It's hard to tell in these mountains, but I know it was just a little west of where I'm at right now. And tomorrow we will be going up on a little area on a trail called the Turnipseed Silent Trail, and that goes all the way up to Cheehaw Falls. And it goes beyond that, but it goes up to Cheehaw Falls. That will be our goal for tomorrow, walking to it or hiking up there. And I'm also going to be hiking off of the trail some. If I see anything that's interesting, I will be checking that out. But that a while ago was one of the clearest locator calls I've heard in a long time. It brought chills. And right now, here in the last 10 minutes, I've had something walking behind our campsite. And I don't know exactly what that is. I've set up the thermal. I'll go out there. I'm going to go back out there and check on the thermal and see if I can see what it is. But I honestly did not expect to hear anything tonight. It just got real quiet, and I was sitting there thinking, man, this is peaceful out here. And then I heard it. So I didn't want to be just out there talking and disrupting the peace out here. So we do have one person right beside us who's camping, and people who were on the other side of me, well, they just left. After hearing that, they're like, oh no, and they left. So undoubtedly they know what it was, or they really didn't know what it was. But I'm fixing to get out here and do a couple of thermal sweeps, and then I'll be heading to bed because we're getting up early in the morning, doing the hike, and seeing what we can find on that. So I'll catch you later. All right, there is actually nothing on the thermal. It's probably a raccoon or something out there. Inside this camp area, they do have trash receptacles that are bear proof, but I think mostly that's for raccoons in this area. I'm not saying there's no bear up here, but there are very few. So it's probably a raccoon out there or something like that. But that locator call I heard a while ago, I'm just hoping to hear another one. But it won't be long before I go to bed, because tomorrow is going to be a big day. All right, we have made it through the night. I was sorely unprepared for last night. Actually, it got pretty active around here. I didn't expect that. But let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. There's my tent. And then right behind it is a little fire pit. And then woods all the way around. There's no one set up behind me or nothing like that. As a matter of fact, there are a few little trails that goes off back through here. And last night, somewhere around 10 o'clock, after hearing something move around out here a little bit and taking the thermal and checking it out, I went to bed. It wasn't long after I lay down that we started hearing something moving around out here, and it was not a deer. It could not have been a deer. Making too much noise to be a deer. Okay, this area is known to have a few bear, so I thought, well, we may have a bear situation here out here. But that wasn't the case either, because about the time I done made up my mind that it was a bear, I heard one single wood knock back here behind our tent. Now you can barely see my tent now. It'll be right up over that fallen log. But right back in here, somewhere along here, is where I heard one clear, crisp wood knock. And then I heard a vocal. It was not no locator call or nothing like that. It was like, wow, something like that. Short, sweet, fairly loud. And then I heard several more minutes of movement right in here. And then it quietened down for about an hour and a half. And then it started back up again, same thing. Movement that wasn't very quiet. A wood knock, and then that wah sound back here. Now, I was torn then. I didn't take my video camera to the tent, and I didn't take the thermal to the tent. All that stuff was locked up in the Bronco. But I didn't want to get out of the tent and go get it because I was afraid that if I got out and started moving around out there, all that noise would stop, and I wanted to see how long it would last. Well, I heard it one more time throughout the night. Same thing. Movement. One loud, crisp wood knock, and it was all over. After the little wah sound, it got quiet again. But I was not expecting nothing like that. What we had planned on was coming over here and camping out and getting up this morning, breaking up camp, and then going and doing a hike down the Turnipseed Trail and checking it out. I was not expecting nothing to be happening right here at the camping area. If I had, I would have set out some trail cameras around the campsite. I would have put out the parabolic microphone. I'd have been ready for something like that. I'd have got evidence of it. But I wasn't, so I didn't. But I will be back here. I will be back. And I will be set up for it. So, it's time to break up camp and start the hiking procedures. This is the camp again. Our tents, canopy with our picnic table, some chairs, we'll be glamping it today or last night. But let me get over here and start breaking up camp. All right, we're on the Pinhoti Trail up on Cheehaw Mountain, and what we was going to do was go up to the airplane crash site today. But the weather seems to be turning. We can't get cell service to see what the weather's actually doing, but the wind has picked up big time. Feels a little damp, and I don't want to be climbing off this mountain in a rainstorm. But we decided to call it until another day. And this is the view that we got right here, right now. And if you'll look right over here, let me see if I can zoom in on it. If you'll look right over here, that is the lake on Cheehaw where people swim. There's swimming docks out there and everything else. But that's where we're at right now. Up on the side of a mountain, looking out over there. But with all this wind coming in, we're getting out of here today. I'd rather call it than get stuck in a rainstorm going down this mountain, because it is steep. All right, we made it back to the Bronco and we are headed home. We really didn't see anything on the trail that we thought might be any kind of Bigfoot activity, but you know, that's just a little part of the Pinhoti Trail. We'll hit another part of it next week probably. To all you who are subscribers, I thank you. To the new subscribers, thanks a lot. And if you're not subscribed and you like this kind of content, just join us up. We'll catch you on the next video.
Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe.
And tell your friends.
Also find us on Facebook, Alabama Georgia Bigfoot Research Group.